Today's little exercise is going to be getting this electric fuel pump on Bullet truck. Here's the cell where all the diesel's fed from. Can't go past this door without commenting how straight that is. Into the engine bay. I'm going to put it on the inside guard here. I'm going to use a factory bolt hole, and I've drilled another hole down below to put a nut and bolt through. What I've had to do, I've had to move the glow plug relay a little bit closer to the starter relay, and what we'll do is we'll run the hose from the tank to the pump around the back of the power steering reservoir, and then we'll just go around. So it'll just be a little diversion in a bit of a loop. So the earth wire's got a ring on it already, so I'm assuming that I can just do that with it having set the length pretty much. I've located the feed from the cell to the filter. I've got it all mocked up before I fit the pump to the inside of the guard there. I've got a nice loop going to the feed, into the pump. Be careful the flow, so you want it coming with the arrow. Got it fixed to the inside guard. We've got it plumbed into the feed, and we've got it temporarily, we've got a hose temporarily longer because I'm going to do a test. So we've used the captive nut on the top, and we've put the earth ring through that, and we've drilled a hole and nut and bolted it at the bottom with a double nut setup. So overkill, I don't want this thing coming loose. This is feeding the pump with diesel, it's important. Now what I've done to test it before I plumb it all in properly is I've run a temporary switch to the battery just on a tag there. I'd like to just see how much it pulls. I've also put a reservoir, a washer bottle reservoir in that now holds water and works. It's amazing what you take for granted. So Adam, you won't have to put the 500 ml of water out the window now before an event. So this is the switch. This is going to run the pump. We've got the feed hooked up, and what we're going to do is I'm going to put this in a bucket and actually see how much it pulls out. Here we go. Wow, it's pretty quick. That's not bad. So what I'll do now is I'll wire it up to a switch inside the cab, through the ignition, but to a switch. So, you know, if I'm just putting it on and off the trailer, I won't use it, but I'll basically switch it on for any off-roading. That's pretty impressive. Just another thought too, when I now change my filter, instead of priming, I should be able to just turn the pump on, and that will feed the filter and fill it up. How good's that? Also gives me the quick opportunity to clear these lines out, because obviously these lines were in the garage that I've had from other stuff. And it also, if there was anything in the pump, it will get rid of that too before it's now plumbed into the filter. Last thing to do is get the hose back into the filter. So I've done a nice continuous loop, so no sharp edges, no corners, and that way you're not restricting the flow. Just checking for fuel leaks on the fittings. Fuel leaking, no. No leaks. It's time to turn it on. Put it right here. So that's on now. Let's go and have a look. Thanks for watching.